Hello, it is Wednesday the 19th of March. I am now in my 67th year, and here is a bit from Hamlet, the Prince of Denmark by William Shakespeare. It's in the Macmillan Collector's Library that I have managed to get the edition on my laptop and my Kindle. Yep. I want to read you Hamlet's line, the soliloquy, when he's just been talking with two minor characters, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. They're absolutely minor characters, but he's been trying to get information about them out of them as to whether or not they were sent to see him, or did they turn up just because they loved him? They were friends. Yep. Well, bearing in mind the people I knew at Magway Methodist Church, were they really friends? Were they ever just going to turn up, or would they have to be sent for and directed to be there? These words I dedicate especially to Shirley DeWitt, who I believe, according to their website, is currently the minister in charge. And I dedicate them also to Judith Bell, one for whom obviously I proved a bit scary and she never dealt with the complaint made against me. I dedicate them to you both. Yep. And I'll begin with Hamlet's speech after Guildenstern has agreed that, in fact, they were sent for. They weren't there out of the goodness of their own heart. And bear in mind, by this time, Hamlet's getting a wee bit paranoid, okay? I will tell you why. So shall my anticipation prevent your discovery, and your secrecy to the king and the queen moult no feather. I have of late lost all my mirth, forgotten all custom of exercise, and indeed it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory. This most excellent canopy, the air, look you! This brave or hanging firmament, this majestical roof fretted with gold and fire, why, it appears no other thing to me than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapours. What a piece of work is man! How noble in reason! How infinite in faculty, in form and moving! How express and admirable! In action, how like an angel! In apprehension, like a god. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. And yet, to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me, nor woman neither. Though by your smiling you seem to say so. Rosencrantz answers, in fact, my lord, there was no such stuff in my thoughts. The reason is the last line, and that's why I dedicate it to especially the Reverend Shirley DeWitt. It's that last line, by your smiling you seem to say so. When Sharon and I met with her and her minder, most of the time she and the minder nodded, and she smiled, and she kept smiling. There was almost a stupid smile on her face, and I found that really annoying. It was almost a smile of superiority, a smile of, oh, look at me, I'm a Christian, I'm a vicar, I'm in charge, this is really important to me, yeah? A stupid smile on her face. And Rosencrantz, in response to Hamlet, who's really quite a big, beefy fella, Prince of Denmark and all that lot, says, my lord, there was no such stuff in my thoughts. You can imagine her thinking, my lord, there was no such stuff in my thoughts. Good luck to you, Magway Methodists. There are many of you there. I will love forever. I shall ever and ever love. I will forever be with you. I will forever support LGBT people and their cause and they themselves. I will still support Palestine. I will still have an end put to the genocide. I don't care if you didn't like my views. I don't mind. Yeah? But you could have had the decency and the guts to actually approach me personally. You downright cowards. Hope hope Hamlet goes well. I'm sure it will. They've got a lot of driving to look forward to getting up to Leicester. Take care, folks, and doing pretty well in researching humanism now, quite a lot. I just got a great humanist booklet through. So, again, I'm not abandoning my belief in God. I'm not abandoning my respect for Jesus and who he was and what he preached and what he did. I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. But churches, yet another one, failed me miserably. Bye.